Hello, and welcome to the newest episode of pdxMindShares, a podcast brought to you by pdxMindShare, sponsored by Anvil Media, a digital marketing agency in Portland, Oregon, and we're here to help Portland get hired. So today we're going to talk about tips for building a personal brand for business, but a personal brand always comes in handy. Mainly, it comes in handy for your elevator pitch. You've probably heard this term so many times. During your job search and also during your first week at a new job, you'll hear the phrase, "Tell me about yourself." And they don't want your life story. They really just want your 30-second elevator pitch. So a good way to narrow that down and to be able to deliver that is by building a brand. A brand is essentially an elevator pitch, telling people who you are in 30 to 45 seconds. It gives people a very clear understanding of you, because we can't spend our whole lives getting to know everybody's life story. It's unfortunate, but we're all limited on time, and we all genuinely want to know you, but we need to know you in very compact segments. So how do you do that? How do you develop your personal brand? How do you tell people who you are? First thing you want to do is consider what makes you, like uniquely you. What sets you apart from your peers, your relatives, your coworkers? And I would ask all these people as well. They know you best. So if you're not quite sure, who am I? Because that's a big question. Ask the people closest to you. Also ask them what makes you stand out. What is so uniquely you? We all want to stand out during our job search. And we also want to be able to answer the question, why me, above everyone else? What's so special about me? What do you bring to the table? Answering those questions by considering what makes you, and not anyone else, is an important element to developing your brand. Make a list of your accomplishments. What you're good at and your strengths are incredibly important to what makes you in developing your personal brand. There are tons of things that I can't do that someone else can, and that's what's going to make that person stand out on my team, and that is what's going to set that person's brand apart from mine. My brand is, I'm a podcaster. I mean, I have a lot more to my brand, but not everyone on my team can podcast. They don't know how to record or produce one. So what am I? I'm the Anvil and pdxMindShare writer and podcaster. So consider your strengths. Humble brag about yourself a little bit. That special strength of yours. That's your brand. Also use social media. It doesn't just help build your brand, but it helps promote it. So taking your brand from a concept or idea to a full-on, this is who you are. Your social media is very representative of you. Make sure you're updating your profile. And all the information, photos, videos, everything represents who you are. If a hiring manager is reviewing your social media, maybe not just your LinkedIn, but your other platforms as well, they might want to find something that they can relate to and connect with you on. So putting something like you love dogs and coffee is really helpful for not only cementing your brand, but gives them something that they can bring up during the interview and connect with you on. People like a brand because they like to find similarities in other people. They like to connect with people who like the same things they do. And never take your eyes off your goals. Building a brand is a lot like building a character, right? Characters are motivated by desires and goals. That is a huge part of your brand. What are you passionate about? What's important to you? What are you striving for? What is your ideal world? What kind of charities or organizations are you participating in? What kind of special certifications do you have? What kind of education do you have? All these things are incredibly important to building your brand. Dress the part. You know, the man or woman makes the clothes, right? Not the other way around. Well, sometimes the clothes can make the man and the woman. It's unfortunate, but we do make snap judgments based on how people look. So if you're at Starbucks and you're waiting in line and you see people behind you, the way they're dressed can tell you a lot about who they are. Not everything. We definitely shouldn't be judging, but it does tell us a little bit about who they are, what matters to them, what they're probably like, what kind of music are they into, what kind of movies would they watch. These are things that we can kind of gather from a person's image. Are they really type A and organized? Are they a little edgy and funny? These are things that we can kind of assume from their outfits. So taking on this brand and then dressing the part also helps build a brand. Your clothes can tell someone else who you are. And lastly, be authentic. A brand is really just supposed to help people get to know you. So your brand should be all about you. They want to know the genuine you that you are. People are busy. It's unfortunate they don't have the time to sit down with you for an hour and hear all about your upbringing and neuroses and your strengths and weaknesses. So by building a brand, you can kind of hook them in just a few seconds. It tells them what they need to know quickly and efficiently. And that opens the door to getting to know you a little bit more. Past the brand, past the perception. But it all starts with the brand. So good luck developing your brand. If you need any other help in self-reflection and personal growth and career success tips, keep following our blog at www.pdxMindShare.com/our-blog and keep listening to our podcast. Every other week we have career success tips, job search tips, and even mental health awareness tips related to professionalism. And don't forget to also follow our sponsors at www.anvilmediainc.com. Thanks for listening.